We've got a champion in at number 76. It was actually made in 1976. It's on our top 100 movies list of all time. It is, of course, Rocky, starring Sylvester Stallone. Written by Sylvester Stallone, directed by John G. Avildsen. This movie was an international phenomenon. It made Sylvester Stallone a household name. It won a lot of Oscars. It won a lot of attention. It won a lot of hearts. It's one of your favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, you know, if I could be a sports superstar in any sport, I know boxing's not really boxing anymore, but I always wanted to be a fighter. I love this movie through and through. I've seen it a million times.
Is he talking to me?
He's talking to you.
Is he talking to me?
Let him talk. Make him talk.
This is one of maybe a handful of movies, maybe there's 5 movies on this list that can reliably make me messed up. And at the end of this thing, when Adrian comes into the ring and her hat falls off, I'm sobbing into my pillow.
Wonderful movie. It's filled with unbelievable character actors. It's incredible.
Burt Young is incredible when he throws the turkey into the alley. I never will forget that moment. Burgess Meredith as the old cuss trainer. I mean, it's so cliche now and so over the top.
Iconic is what it is. I mean, he's punching meat, he's running, he's got a whole group of people running behind him, cheering his name.
It's a celebration of Philadelphia as well as a city.
Sure.
This is the first movie that made me ever want to visit Philadelphia. I want to go there and I want to run through the streets in the early morning hours.
Well, here's a Reviews on the Run review of Rocky.
The greatest sports movie of all time is Hoosiers, but a close runner-up would be Rocky, right? Rocky's the best. Everybody loves Rocky. This is the story of the Southpaw, the Italian stallion.
That's
the
me.
Well, that's me.
Well, you're the Italian stallion, but I'm the Southpaw.
You're the Southpaw?
Yeah, dude. Check out my mic, y'all.
You're, what?
What?
South Jersey, South Camden, South Paw. You know what I mean?
The great thing about Rocky is it's a movie that has been so often like parody, even by its own sequels, that you forget that the movie itself is not. It's not what you think. It's not a movie about a boxing match. It really isn't. It's a love story between this underdog and another outsider who he falls in love with. That's the story of Rocky. It's not really about
But to
boxing.
me, that's why it works.
It is why it works. That's the magic to the movie.
A lot of sports movies, I think, get that wrong, especially contemporary ones, that really it's about the humanity and the people behind the sports. It's what makes them tick. And Rocky's love of Adrian, as you see in subsequent films, is one of the major driving forces of his character.
I love you.
It's one of the great sports underdog films. I think it's on top 10 lists and top 100 lists all over the place. This is a really interesting film from a production standpoint because Sylvester Stallone was very unknown, wrote it and starred in it, and because he wrote it, was able to make changes to allow for the low budget to still enable a good story to be told. For example, the ice skating scene, the first date between Adrian and Rocky, they couldn't afford to do it during the day because it would have required a lot of extras, and for the scene to take place when the skating rink was open would have meant thousands of dollars more in production. So Stallone had the genius idea of saying, well, why don't we make it on Thanksgiving, and that I'm asking the guy to do me a favor.
You have the ice to yourself, $10.
Give it a Blake.
Stallone has written like 60% of the movies he's ever starred in. He's one of the most prolific writers in history. The guy has had, I think, like 30 screenplays produced. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Rocky was the first one. He wanted to direct it, and the studios offered him all this money. He didn't take it, and he would not sell the script until somebody contractually allowed him to star in it. They never wanted him to because they're like, we can't hear what you're saying. You were just in some weird porn. Like, who are you?
Yo, Paulie, your sister's with me. I'll call you back later.
Congratulations, Rocky, made in 76 and sitting at number 76.
You know
are a
funny?
fantastic film.
Only 1 year later, Star Wars.
There it is.
It's a whole different world after that.